suddenly realized that my body was slowly shrinking. It started when I noticed my wedding ring inexplicably fell to the ground. Even my height, originally 1.8 meters, had shrunk to the same 1.5 meters as my wife. At first I didn't think much of it, but as time went by, I kept getting smaller and smaller. Eventually I shrank down to the size of a mosquito, and the spiders in the house turned into terrifying monsters. Once I noticed my body was shrinking, I went to the local hospital for a checkup, but all the tests came back normal. There was nothing unusual in my bones or blood, as the shrinking kept getting worse, and with no improvement from the hospital treatments. I was faced with huge medical bills, so I had no choice but to go home and rest. Soon I became the size of a cat. For my own safety, my wife had no choice but to throw the cat outside. She even told everyone I had died, planning to sell our house. This made me furious. I felt like my wife no longer saw me as a normal person, but as a burden like a terminally ill patient. As days passed, my body kept shrinking. I ended up living in my daughter's toy house. At first I thought it was fun, because I didn't have to go to work and could stay home with my daughter. But soon I wasn't laughing anymore. My wife refused to let me sleep in the bed, fearing I might get crushed if she moved at night. The more she treated me this way, the more I wanted to climb into the bed. The next day, I tied a fishhook to a rope, hoping to use it to climb onto the bed. But just then, I heard a cat meowing outside. It was the cat my wife had thrown out earlier. I was terrified, sweating all over. To me, the cat had become a giant monster. I tried to stand up and run, but accidentally cut myself on the fishhook. Even worse, the cat assumed a hunting stance to survive. I quickly grabbed a sewing needle for defense, then turned and ran. But my speed was no match for the cat's. It quickly caught up to me. In my panic, I accidentally fell into the basement. I heard my wife calling my name from upstairs. I screamed desperately, trying to get her attention. But because my body was so small, my voice was as faint as a mosquito's. She couldn't hear me at all. When she saw the cat had returned, she realized something was seriously wrong.